What's up, guys? My name is Jaden Praise, and welcome back to another video. Today is day 2 of our new series. Now, there's a lot of question as to how the world was created, as to if the Big Bang Theory is real. Today, now that we're new believers of Christ, today we're going to be putting ourselves in our mindset. Before I start, if you don't have a hard copy Bible, make sure that you have internet so that you can go online, search up bible.com. You could either get the app on your phone or you could do anything as long as you have the Bible. The Bible is available anywhere. So today we'll be debunking the Big Bang Theory. We're also going to get in touch a little bit on how we were created, humans were created. And I love to say us being created as humans is way different from how the world was being created, and we're going to see why. So let's get into Genesis 1. If you do remember, I did ask if you could all read Genesis 1 on day 1, so we had time to prepare. If you didn't do so, pause the video, do so now, and then come back. Alright, so Genesis 1. In the beginning, this is verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth did not have any shape, and it was empty. There was darkness over the surface of waves, and at the time, the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated light from darkness. God called the light day, and called the darkness night. There was evening, there was morning, and it was day 1. Basically right there, as we heard, God said, "Let there be light," which means God spoke it into existence. He spoke it to existence. Really showing the raw case of his power, the limitless power that he has. To be able to speak something into existence is really beyond power that that us humans are limited to. We also learned that it said God called the light day and he called the darkness night. So the daytime when the sky is blue, that's day. And then the darkness at the nighttime when it's really pitch black sometimes, we call it night. Alright, now we're going to get into verse 6. It said, God said, "Let there be a huge space in between the waters. Let it separate water from water." And that's exactly what happened. God made the huge space between the waters. He separated the water under the space from the water above. God called huge space sky. There was evening, there was morning, it was day 2. Basically, there's as we all know, if we've all been into science class before, the how clouds carry water. Also, air by itself already does carry water as well. But the huge space in the sky that we see, that is right below and sometimes above the clouds, the sky is the space between the waters. The two waters, he used a huge body of water, which is now called the ocean. And on top, which to our eyes we would call rain. Now going to get into verse 9. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let dry ground appear." And that's exactly what happened. God called the dry ground land. He called the waters that gathered together seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce plants. Let them produce their own seed. And let there be trees on the land which grow fruit with seeds in it. Let each kind of plant have trees and have its own kind of seeds." And that's exactly what happened. So the land produced plants. Each kind of plants had its own seed, and the land produced trees that grew fruits with seeds in it. Each kind of tree had its own seeds. God saw that it was good. There was evening, there was morning, and it was day 3. Which really is a very, I don't know, my God is smart and everything, but the reason he did that was so that the fruits that we have could reproduce and it could keep on going and last us. With the seeds, we could grow new fruit. And it's kind of like a cycle, because now we have fruit, we have the seeds. Now we just take the seeds out the fruit, then plant it, then more seeds, and it creates more and more and more. It's common sense, like seeds from fruit farming. So yeah. Alright, so let's go into verse 14. God said, "Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. Let them separate the day from the night. Let the light set the times from the holy celebrations, the days and the years. Let them lights in the huge space of the sky give the lights onto earth. And that's exactly what happened. God made two great lights. He made the larger light to rule over the day and the smaller light to rule over the night. He also made stars. God put the lights in the huge spaces to give the sky to give light to the earth. He put them there to rule over the day and night. Basically the moon and the sun and stars. The sun is supposed to rule over the day, which produces light. Without the sun in the daytime, it'd be pretty dark. And the moon would be the moonlight, as we all call it, moonlight, sunlight and moonlight. So that's basically what God did on the fourth day. Now we're going to verse 20. God said, "Let the seas be filled with living things. Let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." So God created the sea creatures. He created every kind of living thing that fills the seas and moves about in them. He created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them. He said, "Have little ones so that there will be many of you. Fill the water in the seas. Let there be more birds on the earth." There was evening, there was morning, and it was day 5. There God creates wildlife. He creates birds, sea creatures, as you would see, fish, sharks, all of the sea creatures that we have today. Now, one thing I want to say is that God didn't name them yet. God did not name them yet. And I'm just going to leave that here for now. He didn't name any of the animals yet. God said, "Let the land produce every..." This is verse 24. God said, "Let the land produce every kind of living creature. Let there be livestock. Let there be livestock and creatures that move along the ground and wild animals." And that's exactly what happened. God made every kind of wild animals. He made every kind of livestock, and he made every kind of creature that moves along the ground. And God saw that it was good. So right here, again, he creates more livestock to... Now the dry ground that he created, he added more to it. Really simple. This is like just overviewing creation of Earth. It's pretty simple and kind of gets more in depth soon. I'd say in chapter 2, which is for day 3. Then God said, let us make human beings so that they are like us. Let them rule over the fish, the seas, and the birds in the sky, and let them rule over the livestock of the wild animal, and let them rule over the creature that moves along the ground. Now, here's the difference between all of those. It's a God spoke all of that into existence. But here it says, verse 27, it says, "So God created human beings in his own likeness." He created them. He did not speak them into existence. He created them with his own hands. He created them to be like himself. He created them to be male and female. Also, another thing that I've been seeing, you could even use this verse to bash on, and I know there's a lot of young people, but to bash on people that support different things is kind of releasing negative energy into the air. Maybe you want to be lighter and say God created them to be male and female for their own purpose. And we all know the purpose is for them to reproduce and all of that. But, to maybe take a lighter approach to them. And that's my how would I say it? That's my encouragement to everyone, newcomers and people that are trying to spread the gospel, to be more lighthearted like God, and not to bash on people saying like, you're not supposed to be, you're not like, just to be more lighthearted towards people. All right, now let's get into verse 28. God blessed them. He said, "Have children so that there will be many of you. Fill the earth and bring it under your control. Rule over the fish in the seas and the birds into the sky, and rule over every living creature that moves along the ground." Then God said, "I am giving you every plant on the face of the whole earth that produces its own seeds. I am giving you every tree that has fruits or seeds in it. And all of them will be given to you for food. I am giving every green plant for food for all the land, animal, and the birds in the sky. I am also giving the plants to all creatures that move along the ground. I am giving them to every living creature that breathes." And that's exactly what happened. God saw everything he had made, and it was very good. There was evening, there was morning, and it was day 6. We leave off at day 6. We'll get into day 7 tomorrow, or I will be posting it today. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and share the video, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.